Hello, I am Anthony Rivera, Chief of the South Patrol Division for the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. This critical incident briefing is intended to provide you with information about a deputy-involved shooting that occurred in the 1100 block of West 109th Place in unincorporated Los Angeles County. As a part of this briefing, I will share details of the events leading up to the shooting. You will be shown photographs and video footage of the event and learn about evidence from the scene. We hope this provides you with a better understanding of what occurred based on what we know as of this moment. The Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department conducts very thorough use of force investigations. Every deputy-involved shooting is a traumatic event for all involved. These incidents go through several layers of investigation and analysis. Each deputy-involved shooting is reviewed by independent investigative entities to ensure compliance with the law and Sheriff's Department policy. Even as the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department conducts its own investigation, investigators with the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office conduct their own thorough, objective, and independent reviews when someone is struck by gunfire. These investigations typically require multiple witness interviews, review of video footage, and analysis of significant amounts of forensic evidence. We are in the very early stages of this investigation. Our understanding of the incident may change as additional evidence is collected, analyzed, and reviewed. We do not draw conclusions about whether the involved department members acted consistent with the law, our policies, and our training until all the facts are known and the entire investigation is complete. A word of caution. The images and information you are about to see may be disturbing. When a law enforcement officer uses force to effect an arrest of a suspect or defend against an attack, it can be graphic and difficult to watch. Viewer discretion is advised. This incident began on May 26, 2020 at approximately 5:15 p.m. when deputies from the Operation Safe Streets Bureau, OSS, Gang Surveillance Unit, conducted a surveillance in the 1100 block of West 110th Street in unincorporated Los Angeles. Sheriff's Homicide Bureau was investigating a murder which had occurred on May 1, 2020 in the 1100 block of West New Hampshire Street. A 9mm pistol and a shotgun had been used during the murder. As a result of the investigation, homicide detectives identified two suspects. One of the suspects was arrested on May 21, 2020, without incident. A warrant was obtained for the second suspect, who was identified as Robert Avidia, an 18-year-old resident of Los Angeles. Homicide detectives believed that Avidia was staying in a house on 110th Street and directed the gang surveillance unit to that location to locate and arrest Robert Avidia for the murder warrant. The gang surveillance unit located Avidia, surrounded the house, and ordered him to exit the house and surrender. Instead, Robert Avidia fled from the house, through the rear yard, over the rear fence, and onto 109th Place. Deputies on containment position saw that Avidia was armed with a pistol in his hand as he fled onto 109th Place. At one point, he turned and pointed his gun at pursuing deputies. As Avidia continued west on 109th Place, he stopped behind a vehicle and used his cell phone. Detectives responded and confronted Avidia, who had his phone in one hand and pistol in the other. Avidia spoke loudly enough that detectives could hear him saying goodbye and believed that he was speaking to his mother. Robert Avidia ignored commands to surrender and instead raised his pistol, and a deputy-involved shooting occurred. Avidia was struck by gunfire and fell to the ground, where he was taken into custody. 4 deputies fired a combined 21 rounds at Robert Avidia. Los Angeles County Fire Department paramedics responded to the scene to provide emergency medical treatment. Robert Avidia sustained multiple gunshot wounds to his upper torso and was pronounced dead at the scene. A Ruger 9mm semi-automatic pistol loaded with 15 rounds was recovered from Avidia. Ballistic tests are being conducted to determine if it is the same weapon used during the murder in which Robert Avidia was a suspect. Robert Avidia had previous convictions for evading the police and being under the influence of narcotics. At the time of the incident, he was on active probation and wanted for murder charges. The incident was captured from 3 different video cameras. Those videos will now be played for you.
Oh, no.
The Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department has begun a thorough and in-depth investigation. Homicide investigators will continue to investigate this incident by completing additional interviews, examining additional evidence and toxicology results, and completing forensic reviews of the involved evidence, including the firearm recovered. Upon completion of the investigation, the facts will be presented to the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office, Justice System Integrity Division, for review and determination whether the force used was within the law. Following the District Attorney's review, the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department Internal Affairs Bureau will conduct an investigation of the incident. The Internal Affairs Bureau will present the case to the Executive Force Review Committee, which will evaluate the performance of the deputies and determine if their tactics and use of deadly force were within policy and met the high standards of the Sheriff's Department. On behalf of Sheriff Alex Villanueva, the entire Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department is appreciative of your interest and understanding in this incident.